Welcome. This will be a short video to give you a flavour of what the Cozy Heart Retreat is all about. Those of you that don't know me, my name is Claire Williams, and I work under or trade as your soul energy. I'm an energy healer, an energy coach, and I work with the emotional well-being of my clients. So all of this is really important to me. And when I create this circle, when I started to put this retreat day together, it's been about allowing you to take time out. We know that this time of year is busy and it gets busier and busier the closer to December and then Christmas Day comes. But that's notwithstanding all the other festivities that can be going on inside the calendar that are not Christian Christmas related. Okay. So what I wanted to share is how it's going to slightly unfold, or gently unfold, I should say, and the kind of energies that might be here so that you can allow yourself to feel, is this something I want to participate in? Is this something that would actually make me feel really comfortable and nourished if I gifted myself this time? So first thing, it's on Sunday, the 16th of November. It's at Jordan's Farm, which is in Wakescombe, just outside of Colchester. It's from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. And as the day unfolds, obviously you're greeted, you are held. I'm going to invite those of you that come to bring blankets, cushions, maybe a yoga mat to sit on. In case you don't fancy sitting on the chairs that are supplied, you might want to be on the floor. I know I like to be on the floor. It just feels good to be able to stretch my legs out, to allow my body to be in a different position to that which I normally am, which I am right now on a chair. Okay. So we're going to have some energy practices because I'm an energy healer and I do energy clearing and I do energy psychology work and we work with the emotions. It's important to me that when you arrive, we just clear off some detritus so that when you are with us, it's you. And there's not resistances from the day. There's not stuff going on inside the head that is making you think away from the now. Because after all, this day is about you landing, present, being with yourself, allowing yourself to be held in this space as we gather as a group of souls together. Once we've done the energy clearing kind of practices, we will move into the cacao ceremony. Now, the cacao, I'm laughing because I know some of you are like, it's too bitter. And I get that. So there will be the chance to soften it, to sweeten it with honey, some raw honey. But the cacao itself will be used as a way to open our hearts, to soften us, to allow us to access the energy of that divine feminine energy that's within us. It allows us to connect with Mother Earth. That is what the Indigenous peoples use it for, to nourish themselves and to celebrate their lives and what they are harvesting in it. So we will take that time to also notice within us, what is it that has worked really well for me this year? What am I pleased with? What am I thankful for? That's the most important. What are the blessings in my life? And we'll note those down as we share this drink. Then we'll start to move towards what we're ready to release because it's autumn and the leaves are falling. The colours are beautiful and stunning. And as you walk through the woodlands, I get a chance to do that most days, there is this lovely, lovely carpet of crunchiness and colour that we get to move through. And that just feels fun. It actually lightens and brings the play energy in. So we will be using that kind of play energy, that releasing of autumnal energies into some movement, some expressive movement with music. Don't be scared. I'm not asking you to do some choreography. I won't be asking you to dance in front of other people. We will be doing this as souls, hearts, connecting with ourselves, with our eyes closed mostly, but in a little space that's our own, not really paying attention to anybody else because it's about what's going on for us. that cacao will help us open up in such a way that it allows us to settle into ourselves more deeply, more easily. And from there, we will do some journaling, letting go of what we are ready to release, obviously accepting all the blessings, acknowledging the blessings. We do this movement, and then we'll probably break for some lunch, a light meal. I haven't quite worked out all the timings yet. That will come. And with this meal, it will be a light meal, probably vegan, and also most likely gluten-free. So those of you that are joining us, with the first email that comes in to acknowledge your place, there is a question. Do you have any food intolerances that I need to be aware of? Please, please, please message me back and let me know if there is. I really want you to feel held, to feel nourished on so many levels, and the food is a part of that. What I would like to do is provide a warm meal that's light and easy, but actually allows you to participate in something that we're all going to be doing. And if you don't tell me about the intolerances, then I'm not going to be able to adjust for them. Okay, so just know that it's really important to me that you feel taken care of. Okay. So once we've done the meal part of it, and obviously there'll be sharing times throughout the day, we will then fall into gently, I should say, and naturally, we will fall into the intuitive place within the day. And this will be in relation to an oracle card deck. I've been researching for a few weeks, a couple of months now actually, what oracle card deck to utilize, and I found one that I think will tick all the boxes. Connects us with the feminine, it helps us move forward, but most importantly, it has beautiful graphics, because when we do this intuitive piece with this deck of cards, which is my gift to you for coming, you don't have to purchase them, it's part of it, it is my offering to you. We're going to be inviting that intuitive wisdom to come forward, to bring awareness to the symbols, to the images, to pieces within the card that is relevant to you, and then invite you to tune into what that might mean for you without use of the booklet. This is so that, and everything I do, my work, all of it, is so that you start to trust what comes from inside of you. This is so important. Trusting the wisdom from inside of you is how you start to take steps forward in your life that feel safer and safer, because it's your wisdom. And there's no push like there is when you're trying to fit into someone else's mold. Okay, so this is a gentle opening towards that. It's beautiful. We will close the day with another sharing circle at the end. There is by no means any pressure to share anything that you experience during the day, but I would encourage you to just allow yourself to reflect upon what it is that you got from the day, and how you might be able to take that forward. And maybe there's some shifts in the way that you see about things or feel about things. And that's the space that I encourage you to be in with that. At some point during the day, and I haven't quite worked out when that's going to be, there will be a space for meditation where you just lay down and let it go. I feel like it's quite likely that that will be towards the end. And maybe what we'll do is we'll come together with a circle at the end with some cake. Okay, so that is basically an overview of the day. What will happen if you decide to join us? And I do hope that this helps you to choose to decide to come and join us. There are, as I record this, there are 8 spaces left. That's all. It's a 12 participant group space. That is all. It's a small group. And I wanted a small group so that there was enough for people to feel like they could connect with others, but enough or little enough people that they felt like they could be witnessed, to be seen, and also be held, and that I could hold the container and the space for you all. Okay. I always work with my guides, with my light gang, as I call them. So that's angels, Reiki masters, etc. They'll all be with us, holding this space, filling the environment with such love, tenderness, care, and compassion, always. So should you sign up, there's a form at the bottom of the page. Fill that in, including the phone number in case there's a problem on the day. You will instantly, or within about 10-15 minutes, get an email to confirm your place. It'll reiterate some of what I've said. And again, if there's any intolerances, please do let me know what they are ASAP. The sooner I know, the sooner I can start to plan what those meals are going to look like, okay? Then about a week before the retreat day, you'll have an itinerary come through. So that will be this Saturday, which I think is the 9th. I'm looking at my calendar, trying to work it out off the top of my head. It'll be about the 9th. You'll have a calendar, you'll have an itinerary come through in an email that will list out pretty much what I've just said. And hopefully by then I would have settled into which way it will flow. One thing I really want you to know is that I am very intuitive with these things. So although I plan, I also don't get set in stone. I like things to unfold, and I like there to be space for each and every one of us to be held, to be witnessed, but also for there to be space for me to change things around if I want to add things in and maybe tweak things and take things away. What I've offered you on the sales page and what I've said in this message will stand. That will happen. You won't miss out on any of that. What might change is that I might add some other bits and pieces in or move the orders, okay? So that email the week before we meet on the retreat is just to remind you, this is what we're going to be doing. Here's the itinerary. Is there anything you want to ask? Here is the location. As I say, it's Jordan's Farm, which is just outside of Colchester. It's a lovely, lovely spot. I don't know, some of you might have been before, but there are goats that love cuddles. And Alex, the lady who owns the farm with her husband, she will be joining us for the retreat day. And she's very accommodating. If you want to have a walk around some of the areas, that's okay. She's very open, very loving lady, and very passionate about what she does. On the day before the retreat, you'll get another email just to reiterate, this is what's going on. This is how you find us. Make sure you've got all of this done. There may also be some kind of like tiny caveat homework. I don't want to call it caveat, but there might be some tiny homework about how to get into the space ready for the retreat. All right. None of it is taxing. The whole point is that you show up and you are taken care of, you are nourished, and you are able to process what you need to process. And I am trusting that it's going to be beautiful and nourishing, because that is what we need at this time of year, particularly as we get closer to Christmas. And of course, we are heading towards winter, and that winter energy means that we go deep within ourselves, which is why many of us don't want to leave the house. And by going deep within ourselves, we really learn to nourish what it is that we need. We meet the unmet needs that might be within us. We acknowledge how we are feeling. And this could be the beginning of that journey, giving you an avenue, a way to explore pieces of this. Okay, don't think there's anything else to share right now. All I can say is thank you for listening to this video, and I really sincerely hope that you feel inspired, encouraged, and excited about coming to join us. Until we meet again. Namaste.